does consistently good quality sleep help you to have a sound mind and a happy life? In this video, we're going to look at these different relationships between the quality of your sleep and different areas of your life. For example, mental health, not just in terms of mental health problems, but actually really developing good sort of cognitive functions and good sound mind, as well as how it then helps you to develop a better quality life and a happier life. Now, the reason I've chosen this topic for today's video is because tomorrow is World Sleep Day. So that's the 18th of March 2022. And each year I'm a delegate, so this is my 5th year running as a delegate of the World Sleep Day, and each year we focus on a different theme when it comes to this particular day in the year. Those of you who are not familiar with World Sleep Day, it's really a way for the World Sleep Society and delegates like myself to help you raise awareness about these different links between sleep or lack of quality sleep, or even insomnia in my case, and how you're then able to live a really good quality life. So each year the theme is different, and so we adjust some of those different messages and tools, techniques that personally I share accordingly to whatever the theme is for the year. So that's what we're going to untangle in today's video. Now, those of you who have watched videos before, then welcome back. It's great to have you as my community, as part of my community. If you are new to my channel and new to my work, then welcome. Make sure that you actually hit that subscribe button below, the little bell as well, so I can let you know when I post new videos, and hit the like button below when you actually watch this video, so that I know that you have been interested in these kind of videos as well. And of course that will help the platform share it to other people that are struggling with sleep problems just like you. So thank you so much. And just a little bit of an introduction, if you have not come across any of my work before, then my name is Beatrix Schmidt, and I'm a sleep coach, a professional speaker, and the creator of the Sleep Skills for Life program, which is very much my way of helping people like you who struggle with sleep problems, especially long-term sleep problems or insomnia, to finally develop those practical tools and techniques to be able to really sleep consistently well every single night. Now that we covered that, let's go and jump into today's topic and how these different areas of life links back to the quality of the sleep that you have. So the first thing that we want to look at is obviously your physical health. So when you are not sleeping consistently well, and if you're struggling with insomnia or long-term sleep problems, I know how it feels, I've struggled too. The first thing that you often experience is that tiredness. You know, waking up in the morning tired consistently or even exhausted in the morning isn't really going to be able to help you to lead a really good quality life, meaning both mentally being aware and able to complete your work and able to do the things that you need to do during the day, as well as maintain a very good emotional balance. So tiredness affects all of those different areas. And again, when I work with clients, you know, the first thing we talk about is that tiredness and that exhaustion. You know, when you wake up in the morning after a not good quality sleep, and that happens consistently or even long term, you will have that feeling in the morning, and that is the first thing that then kicks off your day. So how can we have the expectation of having a good quality life and a happy life if we start the day that way? So that's how it starts to affect your quality of life first. It often starts with those physicalities, the tiredness, not having the energy to do the things that you want to do. Perhaps it's exercise, perhaps it's socializing. So again, that tiredness has a lot of different ways that it affects us and our life in different ways, in different situations. So that's one part. Then the second part is, how does it then affect your mental capacity or your mental health as well? So we talk about both of these things. You know, when you wake up tired because you haven't slept well, or you're not able to fall asleep because your mind is busy with thoughts that, you know, keep going around in your head. This is one of the typical things that I deal with within my work, a very busy mind. And then obviously maybe in the middle of the night you're also waking up and you are not able to go back into sleep because you're then end up thinking, or even perhaps brainstorming either future related concerns you have, or maybe even looking at the mistakes you might have made, or looking back at the previous day. So this is how it links to that lack of relaxation when it comes to your mind as well. So when we have good quality sleep consistently, what also tends to happen is you develop those abilities and those tools and techniques, those practicalities, to be able to turn off your mind and be able to really rest well. And this is again one of the things that I see in my practice, that we don't really have those practicalities in our life. You know, I work with clients all the time who have not really thought about sleep as a practical thing. It maybe was something that they approach it from more of a scientific perspective, because those were the articles that they've read. So when you are sleeping consistently well and your sleep is really good quality, you're gonna be able to wake up in the morning with a lot more of that mental power, that mental energy, the focus, the concentration, even your shift in thinking. So often when we're tired, we tend to be more negative in our thinking, because we can't handle as much as perhaps when we had a really good quality sleep consistently. And so therefore we have more mental energy to face the day and do the things that we need to do. So that's that part, that mental part. And this is one of the things that I really see in my practice. How does that then affect our thinking, of our way of maybe even saying no to things that can bring us joy, nicely leading to this third part, which is that happy life. You know, a very good, emotionally balanced, not delusionally positive. So we're not talking about forcing yourself to be positive. This is about coming from the experiences that actually really recharge you and help you to be fulfilled and help you to be happy in life. So when, again, we go back to tiredness, long-term insomnia and sleep problems, often what tends to happen, as we discussed with the physicalities first and the mentalities, is you then start to become demotivated. And often I see that with my clients, because their emotional scale, and we are all on that emotional scale, are a little bit lower. Most of the time it's either just about neutral, but it tends to be more negative rather than in that sort of more positive emotional range. So again, when you look at developing that really good quality sleep, it will help you with these emotions too, because when you are able to go to bed and you have the confidence to know that you're actually really going to be able to sleep well because you know how to, that means practically you understand what it's going to take you. It's going to give you that boost of confidence, and it's going to give you that positive mindset and positive set of emotions to say, you know what, I can really do this. You know, you will take on more things. And again, this is one of the things that I ask from clients who book a complimentary session with me, is what are the things that you would achieve if you had a better quality sleep? Often the answers come in straight away because they're quite personal to us. Either clients might say that, you know, I would really enjoy a hobby that I just don't have the energy for, or it might be that maybe they would get a bit fitter because they would have that physical energy to actually really invest into their physical health. But there are many, many different examples, and your examples will be different and personal to you. So now that we covered all these three different things that lead to and work together to have good quality sleep, a sound mind, and a more happier life, let me share a couple of things that you can start with. And you know, if you haven't seen any of my videos, one of the things that I do is really do my best to make it more practical. The first thing to do when you have got long-term sleep problems and your quality of the sleep that you've been experiencing have been more on that low end, or it's definitely not good, is start with having some sort of a sleep assessment. Whether or not that's keeping a sleep diary, and there's many different ones, obviously. I work with a sleep diary too within my work. That's going to help you to really find the things that work for you. So this is already helping you to shift from nothing's working and I'm in this is really difficult situation, from actually really realizing the things that are working for you. And again, this is one of the things that I see within my work a lot. when you have sleep problems, you tend to discard the good bits as well. But it's really important for you to recognize what are the things that are working, what are the things that are helping. Even if they're helping just a little bit, it will still help you to then have that good baseline and build on it. So that's the first part. And straight away, when you start noticing a good bits, of course, it's going to start helping you to have a better mental approach. It's going to help you to actually balance your emotions too, because you are not just focusing on the negative parts of your sleep. Then the second part, after you would have had a period of time when you keep a sleep diary, and again, please don't keep it in a text form. Really look at it doing it in a paper version, because a good sleep diary will help you to extract how do you feel as well, like how energized do you feel in the morning, and really look at those different energy levels you see depending on the quality of the sleep you have. So again, it gives you that intelligence to then build up on that. So once you figure out what are some of the better qualities of sleep that you feel that you had, and again, this might be a shorter amount of sleep, but maybe a better quality sleep. That's one of the things that I often see within my client work. Again, just because you sleep, let's say 7 hours or 7.5, it doesn't actually necessarily mean it's good quality, right? So you want to look at what is the better quality of the sleep that you experience and look at what works for you there. And then the next stage is these emotional parts. Be sure to actually really cheerlead yourself. Overcoming sleep problems, overcoming long-term sleep problems, and even insomnia is not an overnight process. You need to invest the time and the effort so that you can develop the practicalities, you can develop those tools and techniques that will work for you. So invest that time and that commitment to create a better life, to create a happier life. And that comes from practicing different things, learning new things that actually helps you to have a better emotional balance as well, even if you don't yet sleep really consistently well. So again, we're looking at that process here. So these are a couple of things that I wanted to share with you because I've really found them very effective within my client work. And of course, when I work with clients, it's a much longer process, especially clients who have experienced long-term insomnia and sleep problems. It can take sort of 6 weeks to 3 months to 6 months, depending on the personal situation of the client. But it is possible to overcome your sleep problems too. Sleep problems are preventable, treatable. Even sleep disorders are actually preventable and treatable within the appropriate treatment path. So don't suffer in silence. Reach out for that support, either locally with a practitioner, or obviously you can feel free to check out my services as well, because you can develop good quality sleep consistently and therefore develop this sound mind and a happier life as well. So thank you for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button below, subscribe to my channel, and come back each week when I post new videos. So that little bell will help me to let you know when that happens. And keep learning about sleep in a practical way, because that's the way that you can actually implement things into your life and really develop that great quality sleep consistently that many of my clients have developed over the years when I was working with them. So it's a great way, a great approach. A practical approach will always be better in terms of really investing that effort into getting there rather than giving up maybe after you've tried a couple of things. So again, really appreciate you being part of my community, and I will see you in the next video.